All right, guys. So we are down in Fort Myers for New Year's and Christmas this year. And I just tried to find like a somewhat quiet and secluded area to be able to talk to you guys at all. This is the best I could find. I'm like squatting at this beachfront hotel using one of their chairs, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. But I wanted to go over some like New Year's resolutions that I have. I feel like it's the time of year for that, and as cliche as it might be, it is what it is, right? We've got to set goals for ourselves. So here we go. So I've got a couple things I want to cover this year. First is actually hitting my goal weight. If you've been following my channel since the beginning, you'll know that I started at about 304 pounds. The sun is ridiculous. Welcome to Florida. So I started at 304 pounds, and the lowest I've gotten to is about 199. I'm sure after the holidays it's up a little bit more than that. I'll have to weigh myself when I get home, but it's about 105 pounds that I've lost so far. My goal weight's 150, so I'm hoping to get there. I want to set a goal by April, but it might be July, I don't know. But either way, in the first half of this year, I want to hit that target amount. Goal number 2 is to start working out on a regular basis. So I lost all this weight changing my food. Weight loss is done in the kitchen. Body recomposition is done in the gym. Now, ideally, should you do both at the same time? Yeah. Did I? No, I didn't. When you're 300 pounds, naturally you're just stronger. Part of it's just because you have to carry around all that weight. Like, I'd have to get myself up off the floor. I had more muscle than, other people who were at a lower weight. Was it still hard as hell to move my fat ass around? Yes it was. So it's not like it was easy and I was stronger and it was easier. It's just that I was stronger. So if I had to go pick something up, it wasn't such a big deal, right? Well, now I just feel like I'm freaking weak all the time. So the gym is going to happen. I mean, I remember when I started doing CrossFit for a very, very brief couple of months that I started doing CrossFit, I walked into the gym able to bench press 100 pounds no problem, and I had people looking at me like I was nuts. They're like, I've been working up to that over the last year. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm fat. So yeah, I can't do that now. I can't do that now at all. So we're gonna have to work back up to that. I found this app called the Buff Dudes app. I don't know if you guys have found Buff Dudes online, or if you haven't found them yet, you should check them out. 1, because they're hot, and 2, because they know what they're doing. So they've created an app. My biggest issue going to the gym was, what the hell do I do? I'm happy to go there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I get there. And they've created an app that you can kind of break down which exercises you do to work different areas and stuff like that. And it just made it easier for me to plan a routine without having to go like talk to a personal trainer or something like that, which I really don't want to do. So the structure that I'm going to use, at least for like the first 30 days, is going to be lower body day, upper body day, rest day. Repeat it. So then again, lower body, then upper body, then rest day, and then rest day. And that's going to be my week. So anyway, one of these times I'll show you what that app looks like. It's really cool. Next goal. Oh, this one's actually really exciting. I'm really excited about this part of my goal. Now that I've spent so much time learning about this way of eating and how to do it and all the different food you can have, I've definitely put a lot of effort into it, right? So I've read all the books, I've watched all the videos, I've gone to the Plant Strong retreat in Black Mountain, I've been to Jane and Ann Esselstyn's day-long cooking event. I've put a lot of effort into it, so I want to be able to share that with people, and I want to be able to help them on their journey to being able to do this. So I signed up for the AFPA Plant-Based Nutrition Specialist certification. So I signed up for that like 2 days ago. I've got until, they give you 6 months, so I've got until the 4th of July to get that completed, and then I'll be a certified plant-based nutrition specialist through them. So I'm hoping they can teach me a little about coaching, a little bit about helping other people achieve their goals. So I want to get that done. Next goal is I want to be able to run a 5K. So this year for Thanksgiving, we did, the neighborhood turkey trot. My sister and I walked it, and we did it in like an hour, maybe a little over an hour, but we walked the whole thing. Next year I want to be able to run the whole thing. So there's another one. And then the last goal is just spend more time in nature. So working in a corporate job, for lack of a better term, I guess. Working in a corporate job, it gets fairly sedentary. I go to work, I sit, I drive around, I come home, I sit. There's a lot of sitting. I need to move more, and I want to get outside. I spend a lot of time inside, especially with, living just outside DC. It's cold in the winter, and I don't like cold. So I'm a little more inclined to stay inside all winter, which is not healthy for me. So thankfully, I also live around a whole bunch of cool places to go biking and hiking and walking and whatnot. It's fairly easy for me to get down to Old Town Alexandria, the National Mall, Great Falls. There's a ton of national parks. There's a ton of county and state parks. There's just a ton of stuff. So there's no excuse for me not to get out and move around. So last goal is just to spend more time in nature, outside and moving. So that's all I've got for right now. I think that's a good set of goals to start with. And we're going to take it from there. So let me know in the comments if you think these are good goals, if there's things I can add, if you think that you would add something else or set different time frames on stuff or whatever. I'd love to hear your opinions on what I'm trying to do. So drop a comment, try and like. I hope you like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. And yeah, stay tuned for the next installment of how I'm going to achieve these goals. And I'm going to go back to the beach because I left the family sitting over at a table where it's much louder and there's music playing. So this is where I'm at. This is pretty freaking awesome. So day 1 of the new year, and we're starting it out in more nature. So I'll take it.